Good afternoon. Welcome to my daily Facebook Live. My name is Barry Selby. This is my daily... trying to get my collar to sit better. My name is Barry Selby, and I am a best-selling author, speaker, and a relationship attraction expert, and a passionate champion of the divine feminine, helping strong, successful women find balance in love, life, and business, not necessarily in that order. And I do these talks every day to inspire and evoke and entertain, hopefully, and to provide insights towards masculine and feminine polarity, men and women, and relationship type stuff. Yesterday I had fun talking about embodying masculine and feminine together. Actually starting off with talking about my own birthday, but it went on from there. But today, being International Women's Day, which seems to happen the day after my birthday, because it's on the 8th, so I want to talk about this. And so I said International Women's Day is today. Now what? Because to be somewhat cynical, well, not cynical is the wrong word, to be somewhat blunt about it, there's lots of posts on social media about International Women's Day and standing up for it and all that wonderful stuff, and I do too. I mean, I'm a massive support. I mean, it's my passion to support women in being honoured and respected and appreciated. But that day ends at midnight tonight. And now what? And I guess what I'm feeling about this is it's a nice experience to recognise this. And one of the things I have an issue with, or a challenge with, or a frustration with, is to have these days of remembrance or of honouring or a celebration. You know, President's Day and this day, that day. You know, International Women's Day, and then it's over and we go on. You know, last month was Black History Month, a whole month, in fact. And now it's March, we moved on. So we forget about it, we don't do anything. There seems to be something missing here. And to have these days, one day out of 365, or 366 if it's a leap year, that doesn't actually make the difference that we think it would make. It's one day where you maybe tip your hat to something, you know, sense of honouring, reverence, something like that. But it's not actually making a difference in changing the conditions. For example, this is International Women's Day, and I saw an article today about it was one of the I'm not sure which country it was. Ooh, I'm going to blow the one. But it was a country declaring, I think it was France actually. I think it was France. It was an article about France because there's a disparity between men and women's salaries, something like 8-10% difference, and they said that they're passing a bill to stop that from now on. Like, it's now a law, which is wonderful. But what about the rest of the world? This piece about honouring women, which I personally think is a daily activity, not just once a year rather, it seems to be missing something when you have this celebration of International Women's Day and it's all like wonderful and everyone sort of hugs and it's all nice and happy. And again, lots of posts on social media. And then tomorrow we forget about it. That doesn't seem to be valuable. It seems to be missing something. It seems to be lip service only, to put it simply. So I'm not sure if I have the answers right now. I mean, I literally just started this topic and put it on, you know, I typed it in and said go and hit start without any planning ahead. So I didn't have a script or an intention with this, just simply start talking about it. So if you've got any thoughts about this, please comment and put your posts in as well. I do feel there's something in here for me to speak about. And hopefully it's going to show up very quickly, because I don't want to sit here twiddling my thumbs for 10 minutes waiting for the message to download and the inspiration to hit. I guess the thing that I want to say simply, most importantly of all, is these days of honouring and reverence, where we do honour Black History or International Women's Day or some other event, honour certain groups of people, some subset within the population. Why can't we simply have that every day? Have it be something that everyone can do every day of the week, every day of the year, all the time. As in respecting everybody else and yourself. That's an idea. Let me play with this one for a minute. What if every day we, collectively, you and me, made it a point to honour everybody we meet? Everybody we meet. Whether it's the bus driver or the bus boy or the businessman or your boss or your employee or your child or your parent or your spouse or anybody, that you take time every single day to actually honor them. So not just a International Women's Day, but a women's celebration every day, a men's celebration every day, a minority celebration every day, an Hispanic celebration every day, an African American celebration every day. You get where I'm going with this. What if we took on ourselves that the way we interact with the whole world, the whole planet, everybody around us, in every way, shape or form, and we make it a day of honoring and reverence for everybody, including the one in the mirror? Could that change your life, you think? I suspect it might. So I think I just want to share this. I mean, I don't have a great teaching to come through this, I don't know, though that could be a game changer for some of you out there watching this, to make every single interaction you do in the world, you have in the world, whether it's on the phone with bill collectors, or would that be a push one, or telemarketers, if you could respect them and honor them as well. There's going to be limits, I'm sure, that you'll find your hit where you don't feel comfortable doing that with certain people, whether it's over the phone or in person. But could you do something where you actually have a way of being, way of honoring, a way of celebrating that is honoring to all other people? And again, including the one in the mirror. Because maybe you haven't spent the time or taken the time to truly honor and respect yourself of late. If you haven't been, I would say that's definitely a suggestion of what you should do now. Because that's something that you might get value from. Because the thing about this is, the piece that I want to give you is that we're missing something here. That we somehow hold back and protect ourselves unnecessarily. Now, I don't mean walking down dark alleys and being nice to all the the muggers down the alleyway. I don't mean quite like that. I mean, let's be real about this. But I was just walking around today. I was on my way to chiropractor this morning. On my way back, I was just noticing people being very, in the cars especially, being shut in the little boxes. But even people walking down the street or on the bus, in stores, having a contracted way of being that was very controlled and contained. There wasn't this sense of connection out there. Now, this may be on my radar because I'm listening to the audiobook right now of The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. And I'm in the part of the book where he's talking about how we, the allegory he's using was we contain ourselves in this little box that we keep security in because we're afraid of stepping outside that box and getting beyond our comfort zone. And I guess what I'm speaking to in this particular invitation is how can you step outside your comfort zone and expand into a place of freedom? What he talks about in The Untethered Soul is the liberation and the freedom comes from stepping beyond our comfort zone. And this is a prime example of how you can step beyond a comfort zone and connect with people you never normally connect to. It's not to say you've got to have a relationship with them, but just simply that you take the time to step outside your boundaries of comfort and you at least smile or nod or thank somebody who you don't normally thank. Maybe you don't normally thank the busboys when they're cleaning off the tables in the restaurant you go to. Or maybe you don't thank the parking attendant where you park your car. Or you don't thank the bus driver on the bus you ride on, or train, or whatever. I suggest, I invite, I challenge you to do that for the next, let's say the rest of this week, which is, today, tomorrow, and Saturday. But actually, I recommend highly doing it for a week. Play with this and take it out in the world and explore how it is to connect with people. And I don't mean like go out of your way necessarily, unless you want to do this. Go out of your way to detour on your path from A to B to go to C to say hi to somebody. You can do that if you want. I don't say you have to do that. What I'm saying is when you're in situations, scenarios, locations, environments that you're going to anyway, can you be gracious enough to respect and appreciate all the people you meet there? And it's not necessarily have a very deep conversation with each one of them. Again, I'm not making your life so difficult you can't even do it, but I'm suggesting that you look at other people and recognize the spark within them. What I'm inviting you to do is to look beyond the surface of the differences that we may have with each other and see the light, the spark that burns bright within that person. Yes, this is what I was reflecting on from listening to the audiobook for The Untethered Soul. But it's a game changer if you want to play with this. So your homework. I keep giving you homework out now, Lee. This is what's coming through the themes of these talks. Your homework, if you choose to accept, is springboarding from this International Women's Day. I guess that's how I got here. Is to recognize that there is no difference ultimately. That everyone around you, including the one in the mirror, is still connected to the same. We're all one human race. And that the ability for us to see in other people the spark, the light that burns eternally within them, because it's reflected from that to us as well, is opportunity to grow more caring, more expansive, more compassionate, and to be more caring, compassionate, and loving in your everyday life. Now, here's the thing. The more you do that, the more you're going to be it. Yes, I know what I said. The more you do that, the more you're going to be it. By being that way, you'll change your own life. The wonders that are coming if you do this are going to far exceed your imagination. So I invite you, I encourage you, I challenge you to try this on. This is your homework assignment now. So take this out in the world, have fun with this, and I'd love you to, if you're willing to, report back and put in the comments what happened for you the next few days. Take this experiment with you. Be willing to see beyond the surface and connect to see what happens. That is your homework. So, because it's homework, and I'm your teacher, ring the bell and come back to class, I invite you to put in the comments below or send a message to me if you do this in the world, how it is for you. I want to hear back from you. This is a out the world experiment you're going to go on if you want to do this. So try it on for size. This is my offer to you, something to play with. And it isn't limited just to women, since I was talking about International Women's Day, but to everybody. So if you're watching this and you are a woman, if you're watching this and you're a man, play with this out in the world. Try this on for size, see what happens. And that, I think, is the ultimate point I wanted to get to in this talk. So thank you for watching my broadcast. This is number 280, by the way. If you don't know my broadcast, by the way, in case you're watching for the first time, I do these talks every day. Not like this one necessarily. They actually vary quite dramatically. But this is my daily Facebook Live talk. This is number 280. An ongoing series of daily Facebook Lives called Messages from the Masculine to Inspire the Feminine Heart. And oftentimes, like this one, it's to inspire everybody's heart. So if you want to find these, you can find them on my business page on Facebook, which is barryselby.author. Also on YouTube, which is Barry Selby is my username, and the message from the Masculine is the channel it's on. Oh, sorry, the playlist it's on, excuse me. Or on my website, if you go to barryselby.com, click on the video blog, you can watch them there. And also on my website, you can see about everything else I do. So with that, I wish you an amazingly wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. I'm back tomorrow with something else, some new topic. We'll see what it's going to be. And as always, take care of yourself. Because if you take care of yourself first, you can then take care of other people. And then your life will transform. I'll see you again tomorrow.